So I've reviewed Total Drama Island, so now it's time to review Drawn Together. What up, y'all? It's the Black Critic Guy, and today I'm here to review the TV show Drawn Together, and I'm sorry, I just can't take this show seriously. I mean, it's just so crude, it's so racist, it's so out there, and it's so funny. Now, for those of you who don't know what Drawn Together is all about, it's basically a animated reality TV show, which is an oxymoron in itself, about these 8 characters that live in a house together, and they have to deal with each other's crap, and that's what the whole series is about. And all the randomness, craziness, and disgusting things that they do in this house. Now, I don't recall what brought me to Drawn Together. I don't really remember. I think I was like up late watching South Park, I think, and I saw it and I was like, damn, this show is disgusting, but it's funny. And since then, I just really love the show. I mean, besides it being so racist and besides it being so crude, I found a lot of enjoyment with this show. What really sold this show for me was the characters. The characters were all enjoyable and entertaining in their own weird sort of way. I mean, they could get really raunchy and they could get really disgusting and they could get really racist. I mean, you got the black girl who's kind of like the parody of Josie and the Pussycats who solve mysteries and she's very skimpily dressed. You got the princess who's an anti-Semitic and very racist individual. You got the fat lard. You got the parody of SpongeBob, who's just weird and zany all the time. You got the gay guy, who's a parody of Zelda. You got the parody of Superman in here, who's a necrophiliac, disgusting, worst superhero in the world. You got the internet sensation, or the internet thingy, Spanky Ham, who I actually thought was really funny. Then you got the Pokemon parody type Ling-Ling, who can't speak any English or any correct language as it is. But yeah, all the characters, they were entertaining, they were fun to watch. I mean, the way that they interacted with each other was one of the best moments of the series, because each one of them, either they hate each other or they love each other or there's something going on between each other that makes it just fun to watch. And the comedy in this show, since it's way out there, is really hilarious, since they can do pretty much whatever they feel like doing. If they want to do some type of sex joke, they'll do it. They want to do some type of racism joke, they're gonna do it. They want to just push that boundary, see how far they can go with it. And I thought that's what made the show really funny in my book. One thing that I really liked about the show is how they really make fun and make a mockery of what reality TV shows are like. Like, you got Apprentice, you got Survivor, you got Real World. This basically is like the animated version of Real World, because you have 8 characters, each one of them don't know who each other are, and they're pretty much having to deal with their piece of shit roommates, and they did a pretty good job there. And probably what shocked me more than the crude humor and the racism was the voice acting. Yes, it was really good, but there are 2 voice actresses that are in the show that I had no idea they would be in a show just like this, and that is Creed Summer and Tara Strong. Now, for those of you who don't know who Creed Summer and Tara Strong are, they are very prominent in like cartoon kids shows. They voice a lot of cartoon kids shows. Tara Strong, for those of you who don't know who she is the voice of Bubbles, Timmy Turner, and for all you Brony fans out there, she is the voice of Twilight Sparkle in My Little Pony. Tara Strong provides the voice of Princess Clara and Toot Bronstein and other additional characters in this show. And I was like, why is she in this show? When I heard, there was a voice in here that I heard, it sounded just like Timmy, and Timmy said, fuck you. And I was like, oh my god, what is Timmy saying? And then we got Creed Summer, who is the voice of Number 5 and other various cartoon shows in my childhood. And to hear her like portray the voice of Foxy Love, I'm like, is that what Number 5 is gonna be like in like 10 years? She's gonna be a whore? I was so saddened because it's right here in the childhood. Now, this show is definitely not for everybody. If you are a religious type, stay away from this show. If you don't like fetishes, stay away from this show. If you hate racism, stay away from this show. If you are easily offended by any of the following that I just said, stay away from this show, because this show is truly not for everybody. If you hate South Park, if you hate reality TV shows, you hate if you hate Adult Swim, just stay away. Season 1 was okay, it was decent, it wasn't nothing great. Season 2 was actually my favorite, it was the best one of the series. And then Season 3, it was okay, but it really just went above the whole gross meter, and I'm like, okay, I'm done with this show. And then the movie was complete shit. But overall, Drawn Together is a really entertaining show, very crude, very racist, and all the stuff that you want out of a really pushing the limit kind of show. And for those of you who love shows like that, you should go check it out. For those of you who don't like shows like that, I warn you again, stay away. But I'm going to give this show a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's not great, but it's a rather enjoyable TV show. But anyway, what did you guys think of this TV show? Did you like it a lot, or did you find it really just disgusting, you hate it? And let me know, who is your favorite Drawn Together character or your favorite Drawn Together episode. Mine is, of course, Foxy Love and Spanky Ham. And my favorite episode is Foxy versus the Board of Education. I thought that was their funniest episode, and since it really focuses on the two characters I mentioned, that's why I really liked it. Anyway, comment below and let me know. Anyway, I'm the Black Critic Guy, bridging the gap between movies and anime reviews. Till then, peace, YouTube.